Yo, what is going on, my squad? 10 Toes family. Guys, the latest community on YouTube. We have Sunday sessions. And you know what, guys? First and foremost, before I get started with Sunday sessions, right? Yo, I just want to appreciate every single one of you guys. This thing is becoming lit. I don't even know what's going on, but a lot of the most recent posts that I've been posting are getting a lot of views, guys. I'm talking about 20K views, 30K views. Every other post got like 1K, 2K views. So, yo, like, you guys are rocking with the community. So, yo, thank you. And if you guys enjoy the entertainment, then subscribe to the 10 Toes family. Now, guys, this Sunday sessions, we have a lot to cover. And you know what? There was something the other day that was just so frustrating, right? And I deal with this a lot. And I'm going to talk about both ends of the perspective, right? So, I'm at work and I'm helping a customer. She's paying for her order. And I've talked about this before, right? And she tells me, well, is there anything you can do? Is there like a deal that you can give me because this is too expensive? And in my brain, I'm thinking, right? Because mind you, she placed the order online. Mind you, guys, she saw the total before she placed the order, right? So she knew it was going to be that price. So why are you going to come to me complaining about the price, asking for a discount? There's no handouts, there's no discounts unless, we have a daily deal or just something, out of the blue. But yo, I don't understand why, and I've also heard this at the dispensary. There was a customer that was, buying a product, while I was in line, and they were complaining about the price of the product, talking about, well, this is too expensive. Motherfucker, then why are you smoking? And then, lady, why are you buying food if it's too expensive? If you can't afford it, why are you buying it? If you're gonna complain about the price, why are you buying it? That's broke people problems, and I'm sorry, but I cannot deal with broke people problems. And there's once upon a time where I've been really, really broke, but I wasn't gonna go order some food and then be like, well, this is too expensive. I can't pay for that. You know how ridiculous I look? And then, the nerve for them to make it my problem or, the employee that's helping them's problem. It's not our problem. It's your problem. First off, if you don't have the comfortability to eat or, to smoke out, then why are you going to go try to go buy some food out there or are you going to go try to go get some smoke? If you don't have it like that, then you shouldn't be smoking. If you're going to be stressing about, you know, $5 more than what it is or this and that and the third, then you know what I mean? Like, that was a terrible example, but you guys get the point, right? And so that's something that's pretty frustrating. And yo, I deal with that a lot and I see that a lot. And then from the other perspective of it, every time I go somewhere, right, and I go buy something, people look at me really, really weird because I'll be looking at something and I'll look at my wife and I'll be like, well, let's get it. It's only this amount of dollars, right? So, example, I'll be like, oh, it's only like $1,000 and, go buy it or something like that. But in reality, in today's economy, guys, $1,000 really, really isn't anything. And it's sad. Like, a lot of people don't even have savings. A lot of people don't even have $300 to their name. And they're stressing about the price of a pizza, right? So that's something that's a little frustrating. Also, yo, guys, did you hear about what happened in Brazil? That is crazy work. I wish I could show you guys a little bit of it. You'll have to go to TikTok and you'll have to search up hot air balloon incident in Brazil. And yo, RIP to all of the families, guys. Everybody who lost their lives up there. I think there was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was like 12 people that lost their lives. And two people fell off the hot air balloon, like from hundreds of feet, and they went straight to Valhalla. That's what happened, guys. And it's just sad, and it's crazy because they woke up thinking that we're just gonna have fun. They woke up thinking it was gonna be such a good day. We're gonna go on an adventure, and the hot air balloon caught on fire, and they couldn't get out because they were so up, like they were so high up in the air. Only two options were either to burn with the hot air balloon or to jump out. and there wasn't any water or anything under them, guys. It was straight like dirt road or concrete, if I remember. So just imagine for the the gentlemen that were falling out of the hot air balloon. That is that is scary. That had to have been the most scary moment before they dropped down and went to Valhalla. And guys, sorry about the terminology. There's just some things I can and can't say for the community guidelines. And yo, also, this is a little side note, right? Sidebar, bing. But guys, if you guys go to my recent videos and a lot of the unboxings to the concentrates or to the Benjamins that I did, I took them off. And it wasn't folding, you know what I mean? It's just because they kept age restricting it, and I would get a certain amount of views and then they would just shadow ban the rest of it, and then, it would hurt my channel for no reason basically. So, yo, I took off the smoking videos, guys, and I might not be doing the smoking videos anymore. I'm still gonna be smoking, cause your boy gotta smoke, smoky, smoky tight. But yeah, so we're not gonna be doing the unboxings or the concentrate videos anymore. And I really did like those, but YouTube has a another agenda for this account. But yeah, yeah, and also, yo, Ten Toes family, we reached the goal, guys. If you remember, like 3 videos ago, I was like, guys, we're trying to get to that 100 subscriber mark. Trying to get to that 100 subscriber mark. My family, we reached it. My squad, we reached the 100 subscriber mark. At that, we have like 115 subscribers. We got like a wave of subscribers the other day. I had like 3, and then I had like 7, and then I had like another 4 subscribers. So it's just crazy that this channel is moving in the direction. Oh, hold on. Mr. Baby Boy Nico got us itchy time. He itches, you get the scratches. Nico boy. Yeah, that big boy, daddy boy, Draco, baby boy, daddy, baby. You gonna say hi to the family? Yeah, he's big chillin'. But yeah, that's that's a lot, guys, and it's a big accomplishment. So thank you. And it's only started from here. You know what I mean? The journey has barely begun, guys, and people really enjoy the entertainment. And also, if I mess up and you guys laugh, you guys see me, this is only one take. All I ever do is one take. I don't ever re-record videos unless the camera shits out, the microphone shits out, or maybe maintenance knocks on the door and I gotta pause it and then resume the video. But we just do one take, guys. Also, y'all heard about that lady who was stuck in the volcano? Yo, that is crazy. So, long story short, right? I forgot where it was at. Dang, it was somewhere in Asia if I'm not mistaken. But this lady, right? And I think she was Colombian, but she basically was hiking, hiking a volcano with other hikers, and she basically fell inside the volcano more than 300 meters inside of it, right? And from the looks of it, when I was watching the video, it looked like she broke her legs, guys. And what's so sad is no one could get to her. Nobody could get to her for 3 days, guys. She didn't have no water. She had no food. She was scared. She fell into a volcano for 3 days, guys, until she went to Valhalla herself. She went to the gates of oblivion, guys, because they couldn't get to her. And there's a lot to unravel with this situation, right? Because I think they could have tried a little bit harder, but with the circumstances of the environment and how the dirt was, and it was very soft dirt, and basically you could take a step in it and more dirt's just gonna fall down. Kind of like, how can I explain it? Kind of like an avalanche, or kind of like when you're in the desert and you're climbing up a dirt hill and you take a step and you fall into it, but more dirt goes on top of you. That's basically what was happening for the people that were trying to rescue her. And you know what? There was a lot of people, like, while she was still alive, there was a lot of people that were going, trying to make her comfortable, just staying there with her, like, hey, we're gonna get you out. Like, I know they didn't, but there were people that were there for her. And it just reminds me of, there really is good people still out there in the world. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, them videotaping it sucked. And, a lot of that stuff that happened that they could have did differently doesn't check out, but that still doesn't justify that there's not good people in the world, and that they were there for her, just trying to make the situation a little easier, even though the situation wasn't easy at all. So that's just crazy work, guys. And oh, yo, Sunday sessions, guys, y'all seen that video of President Trump cursing on television, talking about Iran and Israel? Well, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then walks away like 50 Cent, many men wish death upon me. Yeah, that was wild work on national television. Guys, he's fed up, guys. The president is fed up. The Americans are fed up. The Iranians are fed up. The Israelis are fed up. This is just something that everybody's fed up with. Like, yeah, get your shit together, my boys. Why can't y'all just fucking be Habibis together? Habibi fighting Habibi doesn't check out at all. Yeah, so that's that. Yo, I got 35,000 hits, right, on a video that I posted. And it was an incident that happened in Houston, and y'all should have seen it. This lady done pooties herself. She done hit the poopies in public, guys. So I guess there was this lady, right? And so she had claimed to be a diabetic, and I'm not making light of that because she probably was a diabetic. But then when some people are in embarrassing situations, they're going to say anything to get themselves out of the situation, even though it's still bad, right? So, okay, besides that point, right? There was a lady, I don't know if it was outside of Dollar Tree or outside of Target, but she pressed a button to, I don't know if to call for help or whatever, but I guess the button made her shit herself. And what's even worse is she took a dookie right in front of the store, right on the floor. Just popped a dookie, just a little, pop that little shit. I can't even fathom what was going on through her mind that time. Like, you know what? If you were about to shit your pants, lady, and it was one of those stores where they have those sliding doors, so mind you guys, they probably had a restroom. She probably could have just went to the restroom. And if y'all know grocery stores, restrooms are fairly close. They're usually by the entrances or somewhere by like the Starbucks. So she could have prevented shitting herself. That's wild work, right? Fucking just hit the shit real quick. She hit the shh, 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 shh. Hit my line talking about shh, shh, shh. That's what she did, guys. Damn, y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song? Hit my line talking about shh, shh, shh. That was a crazy time to be alive, my boys. And my ladies. Whoever's here with the Ten Toes Collective on the Sunday session. What else? Yo, Benson Boone. Who the fuck is that? I've been hearing and seeing TikToks all over everywhere with Benson Boone. With the moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans to fucking maybe put on some blue shorts. But tell me why, right? Crumble Cookie has a moonbeam ice cream. What the fuck is a moonbeam ice cream? The fuck is that? I've never heard of a moonbeam. And you know what? Maybe I'm not as fancy as a lot of y'all, so I don't know what a moonbeam is. I literally just found out what caviar was last year. And that's some white people shit, let me tell ya. The fuck? And I can only say that because I'm half white. Haha, my boys. Your boy is only half the issue. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm also half Puerto Rican. Half pork and beans and half sandwiches. Jesus, half bologna sandwiches at that. Imagine, guys, making a video, right? A Squid Games parody, but instead of Dalgona or whatever that shit's called, Dalgona, it's Dalgoni. Dalgoni with the bologna. Look at the Yeah, your boy's tired, so y'all in a wrap for this Sunday session. Video games are shit. Video games are fucking ass. And I mean that from the heart. Video games are disappointing now, guys, and they're basically just copy and pasting everything. And you know what? Splitgate 2 is actually pretty fun. But it only goes as far as Splitgate 2 goes. You get me? Fortnite only goes as far as Fortnite goes. Call of Duty only goes as far as Call of Duty goes. I'm trying to play all these other games, Bloodborne, Dead Space. I'm trying to get into other things, but it's just not the same. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I don't know if it's because, I'm a content creator and I don't consume as much anymore. I don't know what it is, but I just don't have the same drive to play video games as I did. That doesn't mean your boy's not gonna do the let's plays. So we're gonna be stay tuned for the let's plays. Y'all need to stay tuned for the fucking let's plays. I be clapping cheeks. I be hunting clapping cheeks. I be making them drop it low like I spies on a dick. On a dick. Ah. And you know what else? It's fun when I do get into the mood. But when I'm not in the mood, guys, it's just whatever. Your boy's running off of 2 hours of sleep. I'm very tired. I got off of work a little late last night, got home around 2 o'clock in the morning, the huge on the weekend. And I went to sleep like around 3, but I had to be up well, I didn't have to be up at 6. But as you know, your boy's on mass services. I still take 1 milligram of Suboxone. So in the morning, I gotta adjust, do my medication and get situated. So as I, had situated myself, it was already time to take my wife to work. And that's just what it is. Now we're here, guys. Sunday sessions. Yo, check this out, right? I got the best gift in my life. My wife made me banana bread, guys, and it's so moist and delicacy of the gods. Let me tell you, y'all, if y'all wife ain't baking for y'all, cooking for y'all, getting the banana bread, y'all need a new woman. But you know what else though? It goes both ways. Cause if y'all ain't buying her flowers, y'all ain't taking care of her, giving her the massages, taking care of her needs. You know what I mean? Cause women want it just as bad as men do. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't taking care of your women in all those ways, then she needs a new one of you. Cause you a buster, buddy. Shit, you a buster. But yeah. But except my 10 Toes Collective, my family's beautiful, and I love all y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm just excited that we're actually hitting this milestone. And remember, guys, at the 3,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing cash giveaways, guys. If you're a little down and out in life, and you show some love to the community, you could have a chance at that money. And we're not going to be doing no $10, $20. We'll be doing like 50 to 100. So, in today's economy, that's a little something, you know what I mean? But we got so many things that we're editing right now. And when I say we, it's just me. Your boy does the editing. I don't even do no scripts. It's just what it is right here. And y'all showing love. We got the cool socks on. What? Cool socks. But yeah, we got a lot of things in the works. We're editing a bunch right now. We have that Babytron video that I'm gonna be putting out soon. That boy's a that boy's a goof. Yo, Babytron is a goof, guys. But that song was fire. It's about an 8-minute song of just him hitting beats from like 1980s to 2025. So that's crazy work, guys. Damn, y'all realize that a lot of the rappers that blew up like from their first tracks, like YNW Mally, Tay who else? Not wife and Lucci. Cause I mean he's been locked up for a while, but y'all realize that a lot of those rappers and artists have been locked up like half of their career of music. Like they barely got a big break with their music, and then they got locked up, and now they're just in jail with money. That's crazy. A lot of them are not getting out, guys. And You know what's crazy? This isn't like relevant. This is for a different timeline, but I was so excited when Gucci Mane got out because yo, he was in there for a while. That boy did some time, let me tell you. Oh shit, you know what? My bad, y'all. I gotta fix my draws. Your boy only wears Ethicas, and they're a little long, so they be rolling up sometimes, or what have you. But yo, guys, your boy got two pairs of new shoes, and I put a shorts out on them, right? They're the Nike Air Force Ones '07 level 8s, and they're candy color. I also got ones that were gray and white, or I guess it's a gray and a light gray, so those are pretty cool. I do want to get like some new slides. All I have is the one pair. And it's crazy because I had more slides, right? Your boy had some Balenciaga slides, but yo, Balenciaga, you suck. You ass. Because they snapped on me and they weren't cheap slides, guys. That's what's crazy about them. And then my other Nike slides, they're just I've had them for a very long time, and my feet be sweating, guys. That's just the norm. And so they're a little dinky. So I gotta fucking throw those away and buy some new ones. But I'm trying to build other things so I just don't got money to throw away at slides. You get me? We need a new. I want to get a new lavalier. Those DJI mics are cool. And then I do want to do streaming content, guys. I do want to live stream with y'all. Whether I'm at the fair or whether I'm at like an event or just something. I want to start streaming with y'all. And not an everyday thing, but just just to let you guys in on like the life. And yeah, yeah. So, yo, Ten Toes family, hope you guys are having a good morning or, having a good day, having a good night, or whenever you're watching this video. And, yo, make sure you guys are keeping your bodies healthy. It's very important. Blueberries, strawberries, your bananas. Yo, if you're a man, potassium is so important for your health. Potassium is so important for your health, guys. Don't miss up on potassium. Also, magnesium helps too. But yeah, yeah, Sunday sessions, guys. We had a good amount of things to cover today. And there's a lot more to cover, but yo, I gotta save some for the next Sunday session. But I don't know what to call this video. It's just gonna be Sunday sessions, but what could it be? What, like the tragedies of today, or Sunday's scrutinies, or I don't even know what the video is gonna be, guys. But yo, what's y'all favorite food? Where is your guys' favorite foods from? And where are y'all from? Yo, leave in the comments where are you guys from? I have people in my demographic that are from the UK, that are from Canada, all over the United States. Where are you guys from and what's your guys' favorite foods? That'd be a little interesting to, maybe there's something I've never tried before. But yeah, Tento's family, much love, guys, and I'm glad you guys joined me on today's Sunday sessions. It was a lot to take in, and it's still a lot, guys. And yeah, yeah. So, anyways, much love, Tento's family, and thank you guys all for the support. Yo, like and subscribe if you love the Sunday sessions, or if you're rocking with any of the other videos. And also, I'm gonna be trying to figure out how to, get into the YouTube studio more so I can, put more. What are they called? When they say subscribe, but you can actually click on the video on the subscribe bar and it'll actually subscribe, or when it'll say, hey, watch another video right here, and you guys can actually click on that video. I'm trying to figure all that out. So it's trial and error, but yo, anyways, Tentos family, love y'all, and on to the next one. Later.